Yeah, we definitely didn't do a good job of extending drives, and I think we left some plays out there on the field, definitely early on in the game to get ourselves in a groove, and that's definitely something that we have to be better at and correct moving forward. Yeah, we definitely got to clean up in a lot of areas to be the team that we want to be and to reach the potential that we know that we have. We definitely have to play smarter, and that boils down to us executing and us cleaning up the penalties as well. No, that doesn't that doesn't go through my mind. I'm confident in the guys that we have out there. I got to give them chances to make plays, and we got to go out there and make plays. If you're on this team, you're on this team for a reason. So when you're out there on the field, other guys definitely depend on you making plays, and that's something that we can be better at as far as we're going out there and making plays. Yeah, of course, people know that the running game is definitely part of our offense. But when you fall behind early, can't really run the ball as much as you want to get into a groove, and that's where we have to go out there and make plays in the passing game.
How did you feel being back out there with you guys?
I mean, I felt pretty good. We were flowing pretty good for the most part, and just a couple blown things and a couple missed coverages, and Brady he'll tear you apart from there. So we just had a good time out there, but at the same time, I wish we would have won the game. And you lose. I mean, that's the most part. He's a pretty good player. Everyone knows that. Yeah. One thing we've prided ourselves on this year was the better communication that we've built over the off season, and for the communication to fall the way it did, it was kind of a blow to the stomach. So we were just kind of trying to get back to it, get back to knowing what we do and sticking to it. So it happens like that sometimes. Oh man, I feel like a player coming off the streets right now, man. I'm sore as hell.
At all defensively or special teams wise to limit his ability to impact the game the way he did. Of course, I mean, you never want to start creating a trend of starting to play bad defense. So we need to figure out a way to get back on track, really start looking at ourselves again, because I think sometimes you can get on a high and get away from some of the fundamentals that got you to having a 4-game win streak in these last couple of weeks, and you just haven't shown up. So we need to get back to our basics, get back to just checking ourselves at the door. Everybody has to be accountable as far as making the plays and just executing. That's what it comes down to, and we didn't do that well at all today.
The basics.
Yeah, I mean, if from the getting the call in, getting the community to everybody, I mean, that's day one type stuff. I mean, that's Pop Warner type stuff. I mean, you can't do that if you got guys playing two different calls or whatever it may be. One guy didn't get the call. You're not gonna play good football. I don't care who you playing against, and when you're playing against a Hall of Famer, he's gonna make you look stupid like he did today. So we have to get back to the basics of communicating well, so we're all playing the same defense. Because when we're all on the same page, we're hard to beat. Well, when you're not communicating, you're not out there executing the way you can. You don't give yourself a chance. So in theory, you are giving it to them. It's not like we all were on the same page, playing well, and they just, dominated us by the matchup because we were playing the right defense. We're not playing the right defense, and he's gonna recognize that. He sees that somebody's out of position. He's gonna take advantage of it. We'll see. Obviously I got to come in tomorrow again and get treatment. I got 8 days to recover. I've had something similar to this before and was able to play the next week. So I'm confident in our training staff and myself to get ready and help this defense next week beat Seattle. Yeah, we've been back and forth. I mean, I think you can look at certain things, especially early on, where we could have won a couple of those games, but we just have to be consistent. That's the biggest thing. And with a team that's learning how to win, you're going to have some of those bumps and bruises in an up and down season. But like you said, we're 4-4, we're 500 midway through the season, and we pretty much control our destiny. And I think the rest of the schedule, when you look at it, we're confident about each and every game that we play. So we just have to make sure that we execute. But because if we come out the way we played today, we're not going to win another game.